Hi friends, welcome back to the Common Sense Grandma. My name is Michelle, and what you see here is going to turn into many dinners. Now last week I prepped chicken. This week I'm doing ground beef. I have 11 pounds of, I almost said boneless, skinless. That's not right. I have 11 pounds of organic grass-fed beef here. And what I do is when it's on sale, I pick it up, put it in the freezer. So what I plan on doing today is I am going to do 2 batches of sloppy joes. I use Pioneer Woman's recipe. It's delicious. I will link that below. I'm going to make 2 lasagnas, and I'm probably going to break that up into 2 smaller ones and 1 big one. So it'll actually be like 3 pans, because when it's just my husband and I, we don't need the big 9 by 13. And then Tater Tot Casserole, same thing. I will make 1 big one and 2 small ones. 2 pounds of meatballs is supposed to equal 2 pounds. Yeah, I'm making meatballs and I'm using 2 pounds. It's supposed to make 30 meatballs. We will see how that goes. And if I have any ground beef left over, I will make taco meat most likely. Now the reason I'm doing this is because it's summer. Today it's going to be 101. It's morning here right now. So I'm gonna get going on this as quick as I can. The only thing I need to turn the oven on for is to bake the meatballs. Everything else will go out into the freezer, and I will show you my freezer once this is done. So I'm going to get going on this. You don't need to watch me cook all of this. All of you know how to do ground beef, right? It's not hard. Pretty simple. I just thought I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing to prep ahead for this heat. When it gets really hot, I do not feel like cooking. It's just, with what I'm making here, I can make a salad to go on the side or vegetables, whatever. Now, how I will bake some of these things when it's really hot, I don't put them in my oven here. I have an oven in the laundry room. It's a toaster convection oven. It's not the best, but it works for right now. And I'm able to close this door, and there's another door over there. It's still open on the other side, so it gets some airflow, but it doesn't heat the house up so much. And that's kind of my trick in the summer, is not having to turn on this big oven as much as possible, other than to bake bread, which I have a loaf in the bread maker right now. The dough, it's almost ready. So before I bake the meatballs, I'll put the bread in. But I just wanted to give you some ideas of how to make your summer meals easier. That way you save money. You're not going to the drive-through or ordering pizza, things like that. Now next week in our meal prep series, I will be doing a lot of breads. I will make pizza dough. I'll make more hamburger buns. Probably just regular bread, sandwich bread. I'll make some French bread for sure, cinnamon rolls, muffins, things like that. And I will do that first thing in the morning before it gets too hot. I'll just, get everything done as quick as I can. And that way we are good to go for at least, how many dinners is this? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, quite a few dinners. At least 10, especially when it's just my husband and I. We'll have the smaller ones. So of course we don't eat ground beef actually all that often, probably not even once a week normally. We are more light meat eaters, let's say, especially my husband and I. We're more vegetarian, vegan, but we do eat the meat a little bit more often when the kids are here. So a lot of you, maybe you eat the way we do or you don't, but I just think this is a great way to gift ourselves the gift of dinner prepared ahead of time. And then of course, if you have leftovers, you can eat them for lunch the next day. So I will bring you back once we're really going on this and show you how it all ends up. Hi friends, now that we have all of the cooking done, it took me about 3 hours, including cleanup. Everything's washed, even my big cast iron pan, so I can relax after this. Now what we have is, I've got 2 bags of meatballs, almost said meatloaf, meatballs. There's 23 in each one, And I didn't feel like making any more meatballs, so I just made meatloaf. And I will put sauce on it when I go to bake it. It's raw, but that's fine. I can just put it in the toaster oven. And then we have 3 packages. These are quart size bags of Sloppy Joe mix. And my husband ate some on rice today, and he said it was really good. So I was happy about that. Now I did label everything, and I put the month and year, just so you know, we know that we keep track and don't let things stay in the freezer too long. So we have a regular size 9x13 lasagna, and then 2 smaller ones that my husband and I can have. And I don't know if you can see this, but this size. So there's enough there for, well, 2 or 3 for dinner, plus the next day for lunch. And then Tater Tot Casserole, I used this one here. It's not a 9x13. I don't really know what size it is, but it's enough for 5 of us for dinner. And then a smaller one for my husband and I, or if our daughter's here, 3 of us. So I feel really good about this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 11 pounds of ground beef. Now I was thinking I would get taco meat also, but I decided to go ahead and do more meatballs just because taco meat is easy to cook. Meatballs takes a little bit more because you have to roll them out. And I wanted to mention on the Sloppy Joe mix, there's other things you can do with Sloppy Joe mix if it's already good to go that you can make. I was thinking it would be very good in a stuffed bell pepper. Just add some rice and put it in there and bake it. However you do your stuffed bell peppers. Our granddaughter is an expert at that, so I'm gonna tell her sometime, use one of these bags to make stuffed bell peppers. She's really good at making that. Or you could do stuffed zucchini. Now one time I had some leftover Sloppy Joe mix, so I turned it into spaghetti sauce, and I think it was the best spaghetti sauce I had ever made. I had added a big can of tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. It was so flavorful. I really liked it. So, you know, there's different things you can do with the Sloppy Joe mix, and, you know, make it your own, however you want to do it. Now, in Pioneer Woman's recipe, she calls for powdered mustard. I don't have any. And I remembered the previous time I had made this with her recipe, I had put a little bit of just yellow mustard from the refrigerator. I didn't like it, so don't do that. I didn't add any today, and it's fine. I don't think it needs it. It probably adds a tang, but it's not really necessary. So, you know, make it your own however you like it, or if you have a favorite recipe. But I just feel like this is all a win-win. 3 hours of my time doing this. I had everything on hand except for lasagna noodles. Otherwise, I had everything. I had to buy those the other day. I had some, but not enough. So I hope this gives you some ideas, and we are going to head out to the freezer once I get this all saran wrapped and bagged up, ready to go, and I'll show you the freezer, what it's like. See you soon. We now have our dishes that we made earlier, the lasagnas, the tater tot, that kind of thing. Those are all up here at the top. In the back, I have Roma tomatoes, 3 bags from the garden. As I collect tomatoes, I wash them real well and stick them here, and I will deal with that at some point, not right now. Here we've got cooked chicken, cooked ground beef, the meatballs we just made, and some of the Sloppy Joe. Here are freezer meals, chicken freezer meals that I can put in the Instant Pot. I have 2 bags of salmon. Down there I've got Alaskan cod, and somewhere in here, probably in the back, is mahi-mahi. And then this is all chicken, and the bottom has the Alaskan cod, like I said, and some more chickens and bacon. I'm hot. And then in the door here, mainly just vegetables, butter, things like that. And this is something I did to see how it works out. This is green onions that I cut up, and I'll just keep them in the freezer and use them as need be. So I hope, friends, you enjoyed today. Thank you for spending time with me. Next week we should be doing a bulk get ahead of everything, and we'll do, you know, bread, cinnamon rolls, muffins, all those kinds of things. I hope you enjoyed today. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends, and hope you're staying cool. See you soon. Bye.